No, no, no. You don't, no, no. Oh my God. The way that I would have made a trip over to his house and slapped him across the face. People kill me, bruh. Yo, 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 welcome back, welcome back. Yo, 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 welcome back, welcome back. Hello, everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is said by Ty, I am Ty, and today we have another r/am I the a-hole video. You already know how it works by now. We're gonna read these posts on Reddit, and then we're gonna see who was being the a-hole or who was not being the a-hole in these situations. It's pretty straightforward. But before we get into that, if you like content like this, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop a like and leave a comment, all that good stuff, you know, up my engagement. It really helps your boy out. Plus, I really love seeing what y'all have to say. Like, I liked reading y'all's comments on the last video, which I didn't expect to do as well as it did. I mean, it's not like it got like 1 million views or anything, but like for a small channel like me, I didn't expect it to do even that much. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate even the smallest of milestones over here. So yeah, y'all real ones. Like, I love y'all. Like, I mess with y'all. Like, y'all don't even know how much, like, oh my God, it just means so much to me. But anyway, let's get into these posts and see the craziness that is the Am I the A-hole subreddit. Yeah, let's get into that. Am I the a-hole calling out a friend's divorce because she wouldn't leave my husband alone? Okay, we're not doing this with the cursor this time. Am I the bitch? Am I the a-hole calling out a friend's divorce because she wouldn't leave my husband? I hate this cursor. Calling out a friend's divorce because she wouldn't leave my husband alone. My husband works with a girl named Lucy who also happens to be part of our social circle. I wouldn't say she's close to us, but she's a close friend of a friend, so we'll see her once in a while when there are group outings. She also works with my husband John, and I guess because we also see her outside of work, she thinks she's super close to my husband. So some boundaries have not been set in this situation, noted. I'm not a super jealous type, but I drew a line when my husband himself voiced discomfort at Lucy's behavior. She likes to make jokes about being his work wife. Ooh, no. This is what we don't do, Lucy. You know, listen, if you're gonna make those types of comments, those types of jokes, you do it at work. You do it not in the vicinity of the actual wife. You don't, where's the decorum, Lucy? Where's the couth? Try and push me out of conversations with my husband, i.e. you weren't at the office so you wouldn't understand, and has tried to initiate one-on-one hangouts with my husband. Oh. You know, there's a way to handle this in the hood where I come from, and it's called beat a bitch ass. John has turned her down and has also explicitly told her that she was making him feel uncomfortable and to stop. She just laughed and brushed it off, and it still continues. Oh, so she's just not a good person. She's not great. He hasn't brought it up to work yet because she's a single mom and he didn't want to get her in trouble. Her advances have mostly been just annoying, but it recently escalated, which brings us to the issue. At a barbecue, my husband was sitting around a fire pit with his friends. I got up to get food and I came back right as Lucy came and sat down on my husband's lap while joking. Your work wife can entertain you while your normal wife is busy? Is it crack, Lucy? Is it crack you smoke? This was the first time she made a physical advance and my husband immediately jumped up and pushed her off. As he should. Good job, John. You ate that. It was at this point that I told her maybe if you had focused more on being a real wife instead of a work wife, you wouldn't be divorced. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's a juicy burn. That's a juicy burn. And you ate that too, OP. You ate that. Lucy immediately left the party after that, and I found out from our friend that she cried in her car. She since skipped and avoided all events where I'm there with my husband. Good. Most of our other friends were on my side, but some said I was too harsh and that Lucy was just kidding around. Lucy crossed the line. I feel like it should be an unspoken understanding that you don't make those kind of jokes around the woman whose man you're joking about. I don't think she's joking. Like, you're going to sit on his lap? Be for real. This Lucy character has tried to hang out with her husband one-on-one, just the two of them. I don't trust it. Lucy is sketchy. Miss Lucy, Miss Lucy, get a life. Not the a-hole. Lucy is trying to steal your husband. Period. Like, very obviously so. Thankfully, he's a good guy and isn't having it. Time for him to go to HR. There's a non-zero chance that she'll go first and report him for her harassment. Good luck. Ooh, imagine if she did that. Like, imagine if she got so bitter that she went out of her way to report him for harassment? Whoo, child. Not the a-hole. Lucy crossed a big line and needed to be put in her place publicly. It's probably the only way you and your husband could get her to stop. Bold and brazen while trying to cloak it as a joke. Wow. Literally. Lucy was on something. And I want whatever she's having. Actually, no, I don't. Because if it gets me to act like that, I don't want it. I don't think I want it, actually. Moving on. Am I the a-hole for walking out of the kitchen anytime that my husband or his family try to help? Okay, that's interesting. I married my husband 6 years ago. I met him through a competitive soccer league. I played in university and he played in semi-professional before he moved to North America. I've made an effort to learn how to cook meals from his country and have several cookbooks. He never complains and has praised my cooking often. I am currently pregnant with our first child and his mom and sister have come over to be here for the birth and help for a while. So the problem is that whenever I'm cooking, all three of them have started coming in and changing stuff around. They have started coming in saying stuff like, oh, that heat is too high/low for his meal, and they will change it, or adding ingredients or things like that. First of all, you need to address that to them. Like, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna assume that this person has had conversations with them. Maybe they haven't, but the logical thing to do there is to say, hey guys, when I'm in the kitchen, I kind of just want my space, and that's reasonable to me. When my mother-in-law/sister-in-law cook, they get all offended if I offer any suggestions. My husband says to leave them alone because they know what they are doing. Okay, so I see what this is. They can interrupt her, but she can't interrupt them. She has to leave them alone, but they can bother her willy-nilly. Oh nah. Me and the husband would have been scrapping. Oh no, we would have had to have a serious conversation. In my kitchen? In my house? You got me twisted. So I've started walking away from the kitchen as soon as they change anything. I will simply walk out and go onto the deck with a sweet tea and enjoy the sunshine until it's time to eat. Now they are complaining that I'm making them do all the cooking and just sitting there doing nothing. People kill me, bruh. People kill me. Like, I absolutely cannot. I can't stand people. Are you serious? Be for real right now. Be for real right now. I said that it was their choice to help out with that meal and I appreciate their help. My husband says I'm being petty and vindictive, but I told him he said to let them help. So I am. Right. The husband too needs to get a grip. Like, what is wrong with you? You can't stand up to your mom and sister or something? Like, I'm confused. I'm sitting on the deck right now watching them fight because when I walked out, they forgot about the roast and now it is dry as... Honestly, that's what they get. Like, that's what they get. I'm thinking I might go for a drive and grab a burger while I'm out. Honestly, this is my type of energy. This is great. Like, she's doing all the right things, if you ask me. This is how this situation should have been handled. Not the a-hole, if you ask me. Not the a-hole. Sister is my spirit animal right now. Not the a-hole. You are not being petty and vindictive. You are simply teaching a lesson about boundaries. If you were being petty, you would change all of the labels. You would change all of the labels for the spices. She should have did that too. I don't know, y'all. I'm in complete agreement with sister. I don't think she's done a thing wrong here. They wanted to help. She's letting them. It's cut and dry. Moving on. Am I the a-hole for unknowingly trash talking someone's birthing experience? The person in question is my best friend's wife. I'm 30 and my wife is 28. We just welcomed our perfect baby girl into this world 3 weeks ago. My buddy and his wife welcomed their perfect boy into the world last week. We haven't seen my buddy or his wife since we had our daughter, but yesterday we were invited down to their place to hang out. Now, my wife was an absolute champ during delivery. I think she put up a good front for me as I was admittedly not much of a support system because I let my panic get the best of me. But she was joking the whole time through pushes despite silently crying. She kept saying encouraging things to me as if I was the one going through it, i.e. you're going to be such a good dad. She's going to be so beautiful. Honestly, 10 out of 10 wife. You might not even deserve her. It's always funny when I hear stories of the fathers like going into panic mode as if they're the ones giving birth. I mean, I get it. It's your kid. Your wife's having a kid. I get it. It is like a panicky type situation. But the men I've heard stories of men who are like flat out dramatic. Like, I've heard some stories. And it's interesting. She was sweet as pie to everyone. She just handled it so effing well, considering I'm so amazed by the woman she is and her ability to remain so calm in that situation. Now, my buddy and his wife asked how the delivery was, so I did gush over my wife and how absolutely awesome she was and how included she made me feel, etc. I guess I should have known something wasn't right because I did notice my buddy start laughing and his wife was silent. That's what was wrong, and my buddy goes, she basically bit my head off. She was screaming at the doctors, told me I was a piece of shit, said my son better not look like me after everything she's gone through. Whoa! What? Ma'am. I get you just went through some hard work, but geez, you ain't gotta say that to your hubby like that. But me gushing over my wife and how well she handled things thoroughly pissed off my buddy's wife. We left later and my wife gets a text from the other wife saying, pretty bold of your husband to basically shit talk my experience by talking about how great you did. That was fucking embarrassing. Now I feel bad, I guess, for essentially not reading the room? Huh? What in the world? My wife told me not to worry about it, but my buddy did say it started a fight. Oh my God. They asked how the delivery was. It says right here. My buddy and his wife asked how the delivery was. So you gave him the green light to gush about how great it was. Are people kidding? What is wrong with the world? Everyone sucks here, but the impression you're giving off here is that your wife can't even focus on herself because she felt the need, for whatever reason, to make you the emotional focus of her labor experience. I'd honestly feel very sheepish announcing that to people given what it suggests about you. Shut up! What are you talking about? So what? His wife was coaching him through it. Oh well, like yeah, he should have been the one helping her, whatever, sure. But if she wanted to do that, then she wanted to do that. Let's get to the problem at hand. How does everyone suck here? How? This was my thought exactly. Opie had one job to support his wife during labor but failed miserably. The story is actually pretty sad to me. Several of my friends had similar experiences of having to support their husbands while giving birth because their husbands couldn't handle the stress. He's not asking y'all about his opinion. Oh my God. He's not asking y'all about your opinion about how he handled his wife giving birth in the emergency room. Stick to the topic. Was he an a-hole for telling them that the birth went well? Am I tripping? Am I wrong? Like, y'all can let me know down in the comments. Like, am I wrong for wanting to focus on what's actually being talked about? Like, yes, I understand. He could have been more supportive to his wife when she was giving birth. Okay, fine, cool. But if he hadn't put that part in there, is he an a-hole for just saying the experience was good and gushing that his wife handled it like a champ? Like, I'm confused. Like, oh my God. OP, hey, I'm really proud of how strong my wife was during childbirth and she was very sweet. Reddit, I can't believe you were so useless, you fucking asshole. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Y'all are focused on the wrong thing. Why are y'all hyper focused on the fact that he didn't handle the childbirth how y'all would want him to handle childbirth? Focus on the real thing at hand here. I would be so mortified to tell people that I couldn't support my wife during her labor because the panic got to you. To you, good God, man, you're the a-hole just for that. Y'all are stupid. Like, I'm about to click out of this thread because y'all aren't even addressing the actual thing here. Y'all are calling him the a-hole because y'all do not know their dynamic. Now I'm about to go into a tangent about the childbirth, since that's all y'all want to talk about. Since nobody's actually addressing his actual preposition here, I'm gonna go into what everybody else wants to talk about. Y'all do not know these people and their dynamic. Y'all don't know their relationship. Oh my God, like, this is mind-boggling. Like, this is dumb. Y'all can't possibly know their dynamic. So y'all don't know if that's just her personality type. Like she could just have a trooper personality. Like, she's like always encouraging and trying to look on the bright side of things and trying to be the caregiver and make sure everyone else is good. That's fine. Like, that's fine. No couple is gonna have the same dynamic. No couple is gonna be the same. Why are y'all projecting how you think he should react, instead of acknowledging the fact that he was just so happy about the child being here and so proud of his wife for getting through it, even though he was having issues? Like, this is just proof that y'all need to take people's opinions here with a grain of salt, even if it's something you agree with, because I've agreed with posts on here, but even then, you just need to be mindful that these are just random people who don't have any real merit. They're nameless, faceless folks on a screen. I don't know. The comments, a lot of the comments here are just not it. I scrolled for a little bit, and there are some people who are on my side. Some people do see the utter ridiculousness of some of these comments and how they're so detached from what the actual post was about. But I'm gonna just move on because they pissing me off. Am I the a-hole for not wanting people at our pool? My fiance and I own a house with a pool in the backyard. His brother, Jay, had asked the day before if him and his wife and 3 kids could come over on Sunday to swim after one of the kids' sports game, which was at a park close by to us. Now, fiance and I own a business together that requires work from home on Sundays. Everyone that we know is aware of this, including his brother. I voiced my opinion that I felt it was weird for people to be at our house while we were working in the basement, but fiance assured that it would just be chill. He said it's normal for family to use people's pools even if they weren't home. So we let them come thinking they would swim for maybe an hour then leave. But it wasn't just them. Fiance's parents also came. We figured they would. Okay. It's already sketchy because if I say that you can come, I mean you. Don't bring nobody else without asking me. Especially if it's my house. But you know, it's family. An exception can be made. But the kicker is that Jay also invited 2 of his friends plus their partners and their kids as well. Okay, see, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. No. That's not what we do. That's not what we do. That's not what we do. We do know these people, but both fiance and I were not aware of this beforehand. And that's the problem. It's the principle of you not asking. Like, you didn't think asking me would be the right thing to do? Where's the couth? Where's the couth? I became very annoyed that they did not only invite themselves, but some of their friends as well. It made me feel guilty that I couldn't be in my own backyard to host people because I was working. I also felt like they were just using the house and didn't really care about seeing us, the homeowners. Not to mention the house was a complete mess. Everyone was here from 1 p.m. till 7 p.m. Wow, so 6 hours. 6 whole damn hours. We finished work around 3 p.m., at which time fiance put on swim trunks to join them outside. I got in a pretty bitter mood from it all and stayed inside. I didn't say hello to anyone because I figured they weren't even here to see me, just my pool. Okay, so yeah. This is a problem. Fiance came in and said that I was creating an awkward / unwelcoming atmosphere by not being outside. Bitch, I'm not in the mood. All these people came to my house uninvited, leaving a mess, not cleaning up after themselves. I'm not in the mood to socialize. You done felt welcome for the past damn few hours. Why you need me outside for you to suddenly feel welcome? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I told him I never planned to have a party today, so I was just carrying on doing what I originally had planned, which was laundry and cleaning. Valid. Fiance keeps saying that I was rude for not joining them outside after work. He also says things like the pool is meant to be used and that it's family time. Am I the a-hole? No. You don't, no. The pool is meant to be used. Yeah, the pool is meant to be used by who I say can use it. It's my pool. So if I say certain people can use the pool. Okay, I'm gonna stop. If I say certain people can use the pool and people outside of that certain demographic of small people I say can use the pool come in to try to use my pool, it's a problem. And now I got an attitude and I don't want to come outside and I don't want to be welcoming and I don't want to talk to y'all. And if that makes me the a-hole, then so be it. But I don't agree. I'm not the a-hole. You're not obliged to host a party you didn't want with people you didn't invite. And it's that simple. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And you need to check the husband too, talking about you being rude and creating an unwelcome, uncomfortable atmosphere. Boy, who you think you talking to? Who you think you talking to? That's my pool. And I didn't invite all them people. OP was perfectly capable of asking them to leave after an hour or so and could easily have said they needed the peace and quiet to work. That I agree with. That is something she also could have did. That's probably something I would have did. Like, honestly, I could have gotten over the whole inviting more people than I planned thing. Like, I would still have an attitude, but I have such like a kind heart. I wouldn't go out there and be like, no, get out of my pool. But at the very least, if y'all are being loud, I'd be like, hey, could y'all keep it down at least a little bit? I'm working. That's just the type of person I am. So I do agree with that. Am I the a-hole for not attending my brother's child-free wedding because I don't want to get a sitter? My brother is getting married to his fiance in 2 weeks, which we just found out over the weekend. I don't really interact with his fiance much, but she seems nice and makes my brother happy, so good for them. They let us know that the wedding would be child-free as well, which is entirely their choice. However, as much as it hurts, I don't think I'm going to be attending. My daughter has recently been diagnosed with epilepsy. Okay. which I have also dealt with most of my life, so I know this gets worse before it gets better. We are going through tests, medication changes, etc. The venue is over 3 hours away, and I am completely uncomfortable leaving her for that long. Okay, this is reasonable. This is a reasonable thing, and I'm assuming the brother's gonna have an issue with it. I let my brother know this, and he was hurt and said that I am punishing them for having a child-free wedding, and they are entitled to do so. Your brother is selfish. Your brother is selfish. What did it say his age was? The brother is 20. Okay, the brother is 20, so your brother is damn near a child too. No wonder this is his thought process. Even though that's not even an excuse, because I've seen posts with motherfuckers be in their 30s, 40s, just being slow. But at least when you're 20, you have more of an excuse. The audacity to say that you're the one being punished for having a child-free wedding when your niece was diagnosed with something serious, that's wild to me. I don't know. I might have had to cut my brother off after that. That's the type of time that I be on. I said he is absolutely entitled to do so, but they gave little notice and he can't get mad when people put their children first. Yeah, like y'all didn't give notice. Y'all barely gave notice. You can't be mad and you know this. Get it? You see what I did? Cause notice and know this. You like, cause the joke is it sounds like notice. He said I should just get a sitter and I told him absolutely not. I am not comfortable with doing that with everything going on. He said I was being an a-hole and sorry the world doesn't revolve around your kid. Oh my God. The way that I would have made a trip over to his house and slapped him across the face. Because are you slow? Like, are you dumb? First of all, let's really truly dissect the thought process here. I'm telling you, hey, unfortunately, I can't make it to your venue because I'm not comfortable leaving my child alone. That only affects me and my child. How is that making the world revolve around my kid? Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not telling you that you need to move your venue closer. I'm not telling you that you need to change locations or you need to change the date. I'm saying, hey, I'm just probably not going to be able to come because I'm not comfortable leaving my daughter. Oh my God. People be slow for real. Like, there are actual slow people like this who walk around and can vote. My parents understand my decision. His fiance thinks I'm being a complete a-hole as well. And fuck her too. Bitch, I don't know you. Ooh, I wish a fiance to my brother would say something to me. Especially if I don't know you. And she's only 19? Girl, bye. These are kids. They're kids. That's why you're gonna get divorced in under a year. Not the a-hole. Tell your brother the world doesn't revolve around his shotgun wedding. And period. Tell him the world doesn't revolve around him not being able to pull out. These are great comebacks. She should have said that. If I was in that moment, I probably would say something like that. Because who are you talking to? Oh, I'm so glad people don't try me like this in real life. That's why I keep to myself, because I can never be in positions like this. Although I did miss out on a wedding. Should I do a story time? I mean, it wasn't really dramatic. I just didn't go to my mother's wedding. Yep, some tea there. All right, last one out to close off this video, everybody. Let's see what the tea is. Am I the a-hole for wearing a floral dress to a hen party? Girl, what's a hen party? Let me look at that right now. What is a hen bitch, I can't spell. Party. Oh, it's just a social gathering of women. Okay. Last week, it was my friend's hen party. The organizers requested we all wear black and the bride can wear something colorful of her choice and that way she stands out as the bride. Okay, just based off that first sentence, I already know where this is going. I wore a floral dress with a black background, which I thought was perfectly on theme because it is black as the base, but when I got there, everyone else was wearing all black only. Baby, what in your mind thought when you hear the words wear black that means wear other colors too? It's just the common sense just ain't so common anymore these days. One of the girls in the group asked why I'm wearing florals when we're supposed to wear black. I said my dress is still black too, just with floral print. Then when we were having group photos taken, one of the girls who organized it looked annoyed and said the photos look off as everyone is wearing full black and the bride is in the middle wearing color but with the random floral print taking away attention. Later, I confided with another girl saying I don't see why it was a big deal. It's just a hen party and I didn't think it needed to be that strict. Baby, you don't get to set your own rules when you're invited somewhere. Like, be on theme. The caveat to the invitation was that you dress accordingly. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. However, clearly, sis didn't get that memo and didn't understand a damn thing, so here we are. She said it's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but it also wouldn't have been a big deal for me to just wear black like instructed. Exactly. It was chosen to make things easy, but it seemed like I was being difficult for the sake of it by purposefully choosing a print. Girl, I don't think you were purposefully being difficult. I think you were absent-mindedly being difficult, which may be worse. Nah, it's not worse. It's not worse. But girl, you don't get to just make up your own stuff in your head like, oh, it's still black on there, so it must be okay. Like, you could have at least asked, like, you could have sent a picture of the dress or something and be like, hey, I know the main theme is black. Is this okay if I have florals? And you could have got confirmation like, no, I'd rather everything remain all black. And this whole situation could have just been avoided. But like I said, common sense ain't so common no more. People just don't be using their noggins. You're the a-hole. Mandatory rigid dress codes for what should just be a fun event for everyone. I agree, it's annoying. But there's no way you thought wear black was the equivalent of wearing something with black in it. Woo, child. Yeah, I think sis just might be a little slow in the old noggin. And you know what? We all have our struggles in life. And clearly that's hers. But yeah, guys, that about wraps up this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I think the one that got to me the most, as you could tell by my reaction, was definitely the one where everyone was on the guy's head because he wasn't, I don't know, being there for his wife in the way that they thought he should be. I don't know. That one kind of pissed me off. I had to exit that thread because I just thought they were being ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Y'all let me know. Let me know down below. Okay. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.